Hi there folks, and welcome to my playthrough of FTL, Faster Than Light. I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to get to the end of the game this time. I've gotten pretty close a couple of times, but usually I hit a brick wall, and that brick wall is usually a solar flare. But if not, I'll showcase the engineer ship, the game, and I'll give some commentary about what I think of this game and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pick the NG Cruiser, and let's just customize our ship. We'll call it the HMS Titanic, just to get off on a good start. Yes, yeah. As long as we don't run into the HMS Iceberg, I think we'll be okay. Okay, so we don't have much options in terms of layout, so we'll just go ahead and name our crew. We will name our captain, Captain Varys. And then we will name our crew. Name our crew Jimmy and Bimmy. Yeah. If you don't know that reference, either watch The Angry Video Game Nerd or play Double Dragon 3. Although I really don't recommend doing that. Playing Double Dragon, that is, not watching Angry Video Game Nerd. He's quite funny. The game, not so much. Alright, so let's get started. So here we have our crew and our really oddly shaped ship. It's kind of very rectangular. Doesn't seem like it's a very effective ship. Doesn't seem very aerodynamic, but I guess you don't really need to be aerodynamic in space. Okay, so we'll get Jimmy, or Bimmy, one of the two, into the shield bay, and we'll get the other into the gun bay. Captain Varys, of course, is in the pilot seat. And we will start our merry voyage. And we really run into an energy fighter. These guys are usually, in my experience, the toughest. They usually have really strong shields and very heavy weapons, so this might be the shortest FTL video you'll ever find on YouTube. But we'll see what we can do. So with the NG ship, it has a very specific tactic to start off with, and that basically is you have an ion blast, and that can disable systems on the enemy ship. You also have an anti-ship drone, which you can see just going around the enemy ship, just blasting them with a little laser. Early on, what you want to be doing is aiming for their shield system, and then letting the anti-ship drone just go to town on it. So as you can see, it's already disabled their oxygen and their med bay. And now they're trying to escape because they're down to 3 hull, and pretty much all of their stuff is failing. Meanwhile, I have a horrific fire in my ship, so I'm just going to open the airlock here and oxygenate, that's not even a word, those 2 compartments there. Excellent. Alright, so with that fire out, we'll just remember to close that airlock. There has been a couple times when I've forgotten to do that and my crew suffocated. Okay, and there's a distress signal over here. Distress signals could be a lot of things. It could be a trap, it could be... Okay, here it's actually not a trap, and it's a... Or rather, it could be a trap. You don't know. It's random. It's just... FTL is kind of like a rogue game where there's a lot of like random happenstance, and you can run out of luck and keep getting trapped, or something good can happen. In this case, I was actually able to kind of fix the dice in a sense, because I have an NG ship, so I have a couple of things that actually let me have additional options for those kind of events. Alright, so same thing here. Let's target their shield system, get that anti-ship drone out. And this is really why I prefer this ship to the original ship, which is the Kestrel. The Kestrel is quite nice in that it starts with a missile, and it's got a good laser. But honestly, this setup is so good. Like it gets you off in such a great start, just because not many ships can take this. Later on, you'll find ships that have increased shields and like drones and stuff like that, and the enemy ship can struggle, but definitely early on this ship is great. So we have another fire in the camera room. I don't know why I just sent our captain to take out that fire. You think he'd be... we'll send Bimmy in there as well. Oh, you'll notice too, this ship also heals everyone in every compartment. Normally you have to send any wounded unit into the med bay to get them healed. This ship actually starts with a nice little upgrade where you actually can heal from anywhere on the ship. It doesn't heal for as much, but in situations like that where you just need to top them up, is great. Like, so again, that's why I don't even know if I could find a better ship than this one. It's so good. Alright, so we come to our uneventful end of the sector, so we'll just jump into the... Oh, there's a distress signal over there, actually. Let's go check that out. And once again, you can see the blue down there. Because I have an Inji crew, and Inji are the little like green guys on my ship, I have an additional option. And I don't think these additional options can actually go sour on you. I think they always yield a positive result. So, yep, and there you go. I get a reward for that one. Excellent. And yep, let's just go back. Let's not waste any more time here. Let's continue on into the next sector. Alright, so Pirate Control Sector and Uncharted Nebula. The Pirate Control Sector actually looks safer, ironically. But let's go see the Uncharted Nebula. Maybe there's something good there. So yeah, on that map, by the way, purple on that map is nebulas, green is friendly, and red, of course, is enemy. Okay, so far nothing. My fuel's looking pretty good. You really want to keep track of that fuel. If that fuel gets to 0, you are in a lot of trouble. You have to wait out and see if somebody comes along with fuel for you, and usually the rebel force, which I'll point out in a second here, the rebel force will catch up to you, and if that happens, it's really hard to continue the game. Oh, and we got a telepathic slug on our team named Scoops. Scoops Haagen-Dazs. Excellent. I think this is the first time I've ever actually got a slug on my team. So apparently they can actually see enemy ships and your own ship, even if there is something in the way. So right now, what's in the way is this nebula we're in. So it interrupts my camera feed, so I can't really see. So we're fighting a Mantis ship. Mantis ships are also kind of tough. So energy ships and Mantis ships are usually the ones that give me trouble. And okay, I see how it works. So you see those little red dots moving around there? That's actually enemy crew. So usually if you upgrade your camera system, you'll be able to see the enemy crew anyway, but this actually saves me an upgrade because now I can see them running around. I can't see their health bar, but still. Uh-oh. Well, Scoops, time for you to get to work. See, they knocked out my FTL drive there, but does not help them. And once again, my oxygen systems have failed me, as I am now drastically losing oxygen, so we'll just send Bimmy or Jimmy up there. So far it's going really well though. I am optimistic. We have 123 scrap, which is a fair amount of scrap. We don't have much hull damage. And yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Got an extra crew, we got a slug, a telepathic slug. Of course, I can really see that going sour for us, because you know, if it's anything like the Hypnotoad, end up just taking over a crew or something. I find with this game, it's not always best just to move straight to the exit. It consumes a lot of fuel, but you really need scrap. Scrap is so important. And really the only way to get scrap is to just keep going from system to system. Okay, Sorry, I should I should say energy ships, mantis ships, and then unarmed drones can actually be very, very tough. So this one doesn't seem that tough, but some of them can be really, really difficult. Unarmed drones don't have any crew, so later on I might get a teleporter beam so I can board. There's no oxygen in these things, so it doesn't really help me that much. One thing I've noticed with the NG ship too is they don't use missiles at all. So you have two ways of actually utilizing this. So either you can trade missiles, you can constantly trade missiles and sell them, or you can get a missile firing device. I find actually just first getting a laser and then selling all your missiles for scrap is the best way to go. Unless, of course, you find a missile and then a missile firing device, and then you might as well use it. I might as well fight it. Rebel riggers aren't that tough, so. Well, generally speaking, they're not, but who knows? This might be the emperor of rebel riggers, the champion, if you will. So they have their own drone flying around there. I'm not too sure what that does. I think that's the one that actually intercepts missiles, so that is of no help to them because I don't have a missile to speak of. And I am not firing my ion. Oh, they actually disabled it. Okay. Shoot. Oh, it's back up. Oh, I gotta target it. Ah, those missiles are dealing a lot of damage. Okay, we're down to half hull. This isn't good. My oxygen again. Why? Why did I target my oxygen? Thank God they want to surrender. Missiles, drone parts, and scrap. I am going to accept this deal because their missiles are really dealing. Oh, of course, yeah, of course. They want to surrender when they also have a missile in transit. Can you imagine how that would actually go? It's like, oh, we surrender, and then just a missile hits their hull. Okay, well, I think I've learned a valuable lesson here where I am not going to underestimate anything. So if I say these things aren't too tough, that'll immediately mean these things will kick the shit out of me. Okay, let's just fully fix our hull here. I'm not going to take any chances. What do we have here? That's pretty good. So that actually makes it so you basically don't have to spend any drone parts. I never bought this. Long range scanners. Additional info about. That might actually be pretty good. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what the long range scanner does. Actually, I've never actually bought it. And then let's buy a burst laser. I will have to upgrade my ship so I can actually use that burst laser because I don't have enough power and I don't have enough points into gun to actually make it worthwhile. But yeah, there we go. So that's equipped. My burst laser is equipped. Excellent. I am now out of scrap though, but that's fine. I got some good upgrades. So you can see the rebel fleet back there. They're quite a ways away, so I'm actually going to... I'm just going to search around here, see if I can get some more scrap. This person is trading missiles for drone parts. So this is a good example, yeah. So I don't use missiles, so I might as well get drone parts, which I do use. Alright, let's continue on. Let's just make a circle around here before we get to the exit. Wow, that's worth... Okay, so I got another heavy laser for free. So far that long-range scanner doesn't seem to be telling me anything. I'm not too sure if this is another weapon. Excellent. And I think this one is actually a missile, so that is perfect. There's a firebomb. It requires a missile, so yeah, let's just let's equip that actually. Let's equip that instead of the heavy laser because I can't even use the heavy laser yet anyway because it requires 3 power. So there we go. very fruitful endeavor going around there. Let's upgrade this for. Oh, I can't. Okay, whatever. Let's head for the exit and teleport. So I'm actually doing really well. This is, I think, honestly, I don't want to put anything ahead of schedule here, but we've met some six-legged horse-like animals, but this time I can actually communicate them with my slug. But they have absolute. Oh no, they do. They lead me to a Inji. Excellent. So now I have another Inji. So Injis, for those who don't know, basically repair twice as fast but are half as good at combat. So we're going to put them into the oxygen room because they seem to be targeting that every single fight. So that's what I like about this game. There's a lot of options for your crew, so you can have a good mix of different, races. And probably the most useful I've seen so far, if you don't have any upgrades, is the Rockmen, actually, because the Rockmen are immune to fire, so you can stick them into like this completely burning room if it's not near an airlock, and they'll just go there and stomp out the fire until everything is just back to normal. Okay, I think I see what that long-range scanner actually does. So it warns me if there's a ship there or not. That's sort of useful, but not really, because I'm pretty sure that could be also a friendly ship. But oh well, live and learn. So let's just see if it's right. Yep, that is definitely a rebel ship. So, okay, this person actually has 3 shields instead of just a 1. So this guy's going to be a bit tougher, so we'll do our usual thing. We'll target his shields, and hopefully I get lucky and it gets pierces through. Because I upgraded my shields, I actually don't have enough power for everything, so I'm going to have to disable the med bay, which is always kind of risky business, but we'll take a chance. I also disabled my engine, which means my FTL, which is at the top there, will not charge. Again, that's really risky, but I'm pretty sure I can take this guy. So. And I think I am going to beat him. So just to talk about the game itself, actually, if you're on the fence about buying FTL, I highly suggest it. It keeps going on sale for half price, which is about $5, and it's easily worth the $5 for this game. It's got an amazing soundtrack. If you've ever played a roguelike game, so Dungeons of Dreadmore or what is another game like that? Well, just kind of like a general RPG game, and you enjoy those type of games. This is fantastic. There is some complaints I'd say about the game. It is, even compared to other roguelike games, it is really heavily dependent on randomness. So your success in the game is less dependent on your skill as it is what happens to you. So for me, I've been pretty lucky. Like, I've gotten extra weapons, I've gotten a lot of scrap. But if you don't, then you're gonna run into a brick wall, and you can't progress any further. So this is, even compared to Dungeons of Dreadmore, even if you had a shitty hand, you would be able to get through if you were careful, if you made the right purchase and stuff like that. It's much harder to do that in FTL. There is some skill involved, but really a lot of it is out of your hands. So I've actually been boarded, even though there's no ship there. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes people just board you. So we're gonna have to fight him. There's pros and cons of this. The pro is I have that healing system, so I actually get healed during combat while fighting people. The con is I have an entire crew filled with Injis, which means they are half as good at combat. Nevertheless, because they're boarding my ship, they don't heal, I heal, so I'm pretty sure they're SOL. SOL and FTL. One thing on the randomness of the game, actually, if you find it really annoying, there is actually a mod that has come out called Infinity Space. And what Infinity Space has done is they've actually gone and removed the rebel fleet that chases you and made it so you can actually explore all of the nebulas, and you know, there's no penalty, so you can take your time. Like, you can go from one nebula to the other, and you don't have to worry about this fleet. Because with the fleet chasing you, not only can you not really dally around, you can't really be that, you know, what am I trying to say here? You can't really go from spot to spot all the time, just because you'll run out of fuel. If you run out of fuel, the fleet will catch up to you, and they've got like heavy, you know, gunships and stuff like that that pretty much just take you out. So if you're interested, I'll provide a link in comment section with the Infinity Space mod. At some point in the future, I'll probably have a YouTube video of me playing it, but for the time being, I'll just play it normally until I beat it, at least. I am getting dangerously low on fuel. I only have 3 fuel. Oh, a store. See, I'm getting really lucky here. So, if there wasn't a store around for maybe 5 different jumps, I would be in a lot of trouble. I might be in trouble anyways because they only have 3 fuel to sell. Uh-oh. Ugh. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to look around. Maybe there's another store in the area. Maybe I'll just, you know, find another ship that has fuel or something. We'll keep our hopes up. I've just noticed that the Inji we got is named Huts. That's awesome. These are some great names. Scoops and Huts. Alright. This is a Federation bomber, so we're just gonna, once again, target his shields. They also have a ion blast, it looks like. And missiles, and lasers. Uh-oh. So the one thing about the Indy ship, it's really good, but if they... Oh, they've disabled my drone control. If they disable my guns or my drone control, I don't have anything that can really kill them. Without additional weapons. I do have Firebomb and I do have a Burst Laser right now. But these things will not get past those shields. I need my Iron Blast and I need that anti-ship drone. Let's pause it here and just... Oh, this is looking bleak. Oh, there's fires. Ah. Okay. Ion Blast is back up. We need to take that shield out. Oh no. Could this be the end of Captain Varys and his drunken crew? Ah, my palms are sweaty. Oh, this is down to the wire. I only have 5... No, they're surrendering! Thank God. I love how they actually have like the same amount of hull as well as we do. I like to think Captain Varys was just like, yeah, no, we will accept your surrender, even though we could have easily destroyed you. Meanwhile, the entire ship is on fire or something. Okay, so, well, not only are we almost out of fuel, we have severe hull damage. Nevertheless, I remain optimistic. The HMS Titanic shall complete its royal voyage. You know what would be great if they shared some fuel. As much as an FTL booster helps me, fuel would be much, much, much better. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm down to 1 fuel. Oh god, an energy ship. Okay, so this is a heavily armed energy fighter. It's got super shield. Super shields you can see in the top right there as a bar. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to try and jump away. Oh, and they've also boarded me. Great. They've also boarded my drone control, which is the one thing I need. Okay, so I'm actually gonna just try and weather the storm here and just try to FTL out. Captain Varus, there's a brawl in the drone control room. You may want to go there, as you're probably the only one on our crew that can actually fight. But nope, he's just gonna stay there. Oh, this is tense. So far, they haven't broken anything. You'll notice my grammar just goes to all hells when I'm trying to... And then we have a transmission from another vessel. The HMS MSN. Whoa. More like FPS than FTL. I don't know what is hitting my FPS so bad. What it is slowing it down. Sorry, folks. The computer probably just, you know, senses my anticipation about this fight. So actually we're doing really well. I am surprised. I think I am still going to FTL away, but if we stayed we might be able to actually take the ship. But no point leaving a chance. Let's just let's go here. This one doesn't have a ship, so. Okay, well I am officially out of fuel, so hopefully this study actually gives me fuel. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Some study. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight a Mantis Scout. At least it's just a scout, although it has well-trained crew, 3 shields, and oh, this is bad. Get him out of there. Get him out of. Okay. Captain Varus, we're actually gonna really need you. So let's just slow this down here. Let's target their gun systems, because we're not gonna survive without that. Look at that drone running anyway. So they actually have an all Mantis crew aboard my ship. Mantis are double combat efficiency, so this is gonna be really tough. I'm losing oxygen because they hit our oxygen. This is bad. This is really bad. This might be a situation in which women and children first. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Well, it didn't really pan out as I hoped it would have rather. Apparently we hit the HMS Iceberg. That's counter to our HMS Titanic. But nevertheless, they went well, you know. It was just a string of bad luck, and that's really what FTL is all about. You can just get that string of good luck, and you can get that string of like terrible luck. Well, thanks for watching. Rate, subscribe, and like this video.